right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 5 Minutes of Math. Thank you for joining us one more time. And this is Mr. Lunsford. Let's go ahead and get started. Now, sometimes the powers that be when it comes to homework are very, very kind. And I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about the level of difficulty that some of the questions actually ask you to work with. So, if you're looking at number 14, this is just a Venn diagram. And these questions are more of a review of what you've learned the last 2 years. So there's no need to fear. This homework should be a breeze, all right? So we won't even look at box and whisker graphs tonight. But like I said, I'm still working on those Monday and Tuesday videos. They're just about done, so stay tuned. All right, so we're looking at a Venn diagram here for number 14. We're looking at genres of music. We have country, rock, and rap. And apparently this was some sort of survey that was given to students. And where they were asking, what genres do you like? Do you like country or rap? Or do you like country and rap? Or do you like all three, country, rock, and rap? So the second graph that they give you is the good old-fashioned bar graph. We have 74 people who like country music, 43 people who like rap, and 189 people who like rock music. Now, these two graphs look similar, but they're not. And there are some differences, and the questions will bring that out. So the very first one here says, how many students like only country music? So if you look at these graphs, the question asks you, which graph is the best one to use for this? Now, the Venn diagram actually does break the selection choices down so that we can find students who only like country music. The bar graph doesn't do that. It just says 74 students total like country music. Well, if you look at that pink circle, 4 plus 47 plus 15 plus 8 equals 74. So this bar graph is not specific, but the Venn diagram is. So, of course, the answer is graph A is the best choice to use that Venn diagram and for students like country music. All right. Now, the next one, how many students like rock music? Now, notice you don't see that word only in there. So since we don't need to be specific, the bar graph will do just fine. So if we look here at our graph, and we notice there's 74 country, 43 rap, and 189 students who like rock music. We're going to use graph B, and of course the answer here is 189. It's that simple. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, so with number 16, and again, we're only doing 14 and 16. We're not doing number 15. You're going to convert that information that you see in that book to a stem and leaf plot. Now we're looking at a line plot, and it says number of text messages received on Saturday, and it divides that line plot into male and female. And remember, a line plot shows you the frequency at each number. So looking at the book here, there's 3 individuals who got 5 text messages on Saturday. 2 were males, 1 was female, and that's how you read that plot. Now, we're going to convert that information to a stem and leaf plot. So if you take your numbers and you're careful about it, you have this. This is a stem and leaf plot. And just remember that that top line, if you're reading the male sides, it's 03 text messages, 05, 05, 08. Then we have 13, 13, 18, 18, and so on. The female side is 05, 08, 08, 09, 09, and then the next line down is 11, 11, 11, 13, 13, and so forth. You get the idea. So there are 19 data points on the female side. So that means that there are 19 individuals that were asked this question. Some of their answers repeat each other, but there were 19 answers there, or 19 people. For the males, we have 11 data points. So since they're both odd numbers, and yes, this does kind of remind us of what we did with box and whiskers. Since there's odd data points on both sides, the strategy is to find the center data point. Finding it with a stem and leaf plot is a little bit different, and you can actually just kind of cross off if you're careful about it. And I'll show you what I mean. So, you see what just happened there? I'm starting with the highest number on both the male and female sides, and the lowest number because I'm going to narrow it down to the center number, okay? So I'm just going to chop off numbers on the high and low sides until I come down to a center number. So let's see what happens. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're done with the males. If you notice that center number, I have crossed off on the male side 5 numbers that are less than 13 or higher than 13. In any case, 13 is our center data point, okay? So there's our median for males. Now you notice I have to keep marking things off for the females. And here we go again, and we're back, 13. That's our center data point. So the median for both the males and females for this particular question is 13, and that's the answer to 16A, okay? So again, if you need to look at how to physically mark off everything, go back and look at that again. You have to be careful to be sure that you're marking off one number on the low and one number on the high side and working your way down to the middle. Okay, going on to 16B. We have to find the number of females who receive more than 10 text messages and convert them to a percentage. Now, yes, there is another way to do this. This is going to be the fastest way for me to do this. And I highly recommend it if you are doing this on some sort of examination and they leave it up to you. I highly recommend you stick with the plot you have. You may not have time to create that pie graph or something else. You could do it with a pie graph, but this, to me, is faster. So we've already got a stem and leaf plot. Now we're looking at the number of females who have more than 10 text messages on Saturday. If you add up all of those data points, you'll find out there's 7 in the one stem and 7 points in the 2 stem. That's 7 plus 7 is 14. Now there's 30 data points in all. How do I know that? There's 19 plus 11. That's where I'm getting that 30. Now we just convert that to a decimal. And it says here percent. We're going to convert it to a percent after we convert it to a decimal. See how I saved that right there? Okay. So we're going to do 14 divided by 30 times 100. So if we do 14 divided by 30, you'll see it says 0.466666. Repeating, multiply that by 100, and we're going to round to the nearest whole number. So it's 46.67 or 47%. You now have your answer for 16B. That's it. That is all there is. We reviewed our stem and leaf plots, our Venn diagrams, and our good old-fashioned bar graphs. All right. So until next time, you guys take care of yourselves, and thank you for listening. I'll see you tomorrow.